everybody, I'm Amy from the Cauldron, and today's episode of Dye Time I'm dyeing this pair of socks. Now these socks are 74% viscose, 24% nylon and 2% elastane. Now the viscose should dye nicely because it is a man-made fibre from wood. And the dyes I'm using today are Misty Rose and Daffodil. They are Fibre reactive dyes from Dharma. And today I'm going to attempt to rain dye these. It was forecast to rain today, but that forecast has now changed. So I might not be able to rain dye these. I'm going to add the dye. So that was a bit of Daffodil, and this is Misty Rose. I'm not really putting it on in any sort of order. I've got two dedicated dye spoons I'm using. Everything I'm using is dedicated for dyeing. Don't use it for food. And I have got my gloves on, I've got my mask on, and I have protected the surface here with an old towel. So I think that'll do for that. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's cloudy out there, but I don't know if it's going to rain. I have another skein here of floss. This is 100% cotton embroidery floss. It's perfect for embroidering. I use it for cross stitch. I love dyeing it. So I've just plopped it on top there. I'm going to stick this outside now and hope that it's going to rain a little bit. If not, I will come and dump a load of water on this. Oh man, I'm just making this stuff up as I go along because I knew I wanted to dye some cotton and some plant-based stuff today, but that's as far as I got. And these two colours I chose, Misty Rose and Daffodil, they were just sitting next to each other in my box, so I thought, oh, may as well use those. And this is a skein of embroidery floss that I've been using for other projects that I've been doing today. And I'm just wiping my spoon off on those. So that Misty Rose didn't go very far at all. Let's have a look at that Daffodil. Daffodil's not really going very far either, but I used turquoise earlier and that has spread a lot. So move that out of the way. And I'm going to go stick this in the garden now because I'm just mad like that. This has been sitting outside for about 24 hours now and I can't believe it hasn't rained. It was forecast to rain and it didn't. So what I'm going to do now, as you can see, there's still dry dye powder on here. I'm just going to add some ice, and that was nowhere near enough. I'm going to go get some more ice and just add a layer of ice on top of this. And hopefully that will get the dye to dissolve and go through the socks. If not, we'll come back in a couple of days and flip the socks and dye the other side. It's been about 48 hours since that ice melted and it's time to give this a rinse out. Let's see if adding that ice has actually helped at all. Looks like that yellow has really spread through the socks. The pink has sort of stayed where I put it, but the yellow has spread, which is really quite fun. I like that. Now, this is just cold tap water at the moment, and because it's cotton, I fully expect dye to be coming out, which it is, because that's just sort of how fibre reactive and plant-based fibres work. They don't exhaust in the same way that animal fibres and acid dyes do. But that water, it is getting a bit lighter. It's not quite as bright yellow as it was. But these socks actually look pretty good. Quite happy with them. The lovely breaking there. And that yellow has just spread everywhere. I'm I'm surprised that the pink didn't spread in the way that the yellow did. I'm not disappointed, I'm just surprised that it was just the yellow, not the pink. You can see that water is a lot clearer now. So I'm not going to keep rinsing these until the water runs clear, because that will probably take quite a while. I've got my gloves on. I've actually remembered to put my gloves on for once so I don't get stained hands. So that's looking pretty good now. So what I'm going to do, I've got some other floss that I've been dyeing. I'm just going to put this to the side and I'm going to wash all the floss separately. Well, all the floss together. But for now, yeah, that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to... I did this last time when I dyed some socks and I don't know if it worked or not, but it didn't seem to do anything bad to the socks. So I'm just going to pour a bit of hot water over them, and it doesn't actually look like there's anything coming out, which is good. Actually, that's not that hot now. I should probably reboil that water because it's been sitting there for a while. I've just reboiled this and topped it up with a bit of cold water. But it doesn't look like there's anything coming out, which I'm happy with. So now I am going to put these in the washing machine with some old towels. And here they are, the finished socks and floss. Now, because I left this outside for so long before adding liquid, have a look here. You can see this is where the dye was, but it's made such a lovely pattern. I think that's really nice, and the misty rose has broken. You can see the blues and some pinks it's made up of there, and the same with the daffodil yellow. I've never seen it break before, but it's certainly got some orange splotches there. That misty rose did not really spread even after I added the ice. It just sort of stayed where it was, and that yellow dissolved and spread out. Not quite sure what happened there. There's a bit of a mucky spot there, but the rest of it, pretty cool. And I really like how this yellow sort of dissolved and has spread across the socks. And then we still got the big patches of where the dye was. I think they're really fun. They're not matching pair by any stretch of the imagination, but you can tell that they are a pair. They're just not a matching pair, and I think they're really fun. And here's the floss that I dyed with this, and again it's the yellow that has sort of dissolved and spread, whereas the misty rose is there's not that much of it. There's little specks here and there, but it's mostly sort of shades of yellow, which is really nice. I wouldn't be able to replicate this at all, but it's quite fun. I really like how it looks, and this could sew up into something really nice. And this is the floss that I use just to wipe my spoons on. You can see a tiny bit of yellow there, but I'm not even sure if there's any misty rose in this at all. Possibly there, but I did use reds and oranges in another project, so I'm not entirely sure. But it's still a pretty messy, fun floss that I think would definitely sew up really nicely into something. It would be quite a lot of fun to use for a silhouette of a mermaid or something. I think might be quite fun. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. What do you think of these socks? Would you like me to dye more socks like this? I had so much fun dyeing these socks that I would really quite like to add them to my shop. My website is not up at the moment as I'm filming this in September, but hopefully it will be up and running soon. Please get in contact with me through social media. I'm from the Cauldron everywhere. If you'd like to buy any socks like this, let me know. I publish a new video every Monday, usually around about 6 PM UK time. So make sure you've got notifications turned on so you never miss a new video. Thank you so much for watching.